Good evening, everybody. Indiana Hoosiers head coach Curt Cignetti wins. Google him. It's been a perfect 5-0 start to the SIG era in Bloomington, and today the Hoosiers had a chance to become the first FBS team in the country to be bowl eligible against Northwestern. And we had a beautiful day out here on the banks of Lake Michigan here at Northwestern. Second quarter, Curtis Rourke, fourth down here, play action finds Miles Cross. Get up there and get it over the middle for a 7-yard touchdown. 14-7 IU, they led by 7 at the break. First IU drive of the second half ended like this. Rourke again finds Keyshawn Williams from 13 yards out. He had 87 yards today, 24-10 IU, but the Wildcats claw their way back. It's a 3-point game here, but Indiana driving, and it's Tyson Lawton putting the nail in the coffin. He's wrapped up and taken down at the 1. He punched it in on the next play to make it a 10-point game. And IU's going bowling. Hoosiers handle business on the road in Evanston 41-24. And redshirt freshman Ryan Brown making the start at QB for Purdue, taking on Illinois. Third quarter, Boilers down by 24. But Brown not panicking though. Finds a wide open Jamal Edrin for the score, and Purdue makes it a 17-point game, and this one was crazy. Purdue now only down by 5, and Brown connects with Devin Maccabee for the touchdown. Under a minute left here. Purdue took a 3-point lead, but Illinois kicked a field goal to force overtime, then took the lead to start overtime. So Purdue now down 7 with a chance here. Armad Branch, the end around, and he finds the end zone. Boilers within 1, and Ryan Walters says, no brainer, I'm going for it. The 2-point conversion here. Can the redshirt freshman make a play? Scrambles around, but he's wrapped up. Heartbreaking loss for the Boilermakers. Illinois survives. It wins 50-49, and Purdue drops to 1-5 on the year. Now Notre Dame at home today against Stanford. Riley Leonard in that offense looking to keep it going, and late second quarter finds Chris Mitchell for the touchdown. Leonard had 3 touchdowns today. Irish up 14 at the half. Now Notre Dame cruising up 21, and it's Jeremiah Love. Off that left side, he's gone 39 yards to the house. We'd have a weather delay, but that would not damper the mood of these Notre Dame fans. Irish win 49-7. And to the NFL, the Indianapolis Colts are hoping to make plenty of noise in the Music City tomorrow when they face off against the Titans in an AFC South showdown. And there's a good chance quarterback Anthony Richardson is back out there tomorrow. He's questionable with that oblique injury, but he was a full participant in practice on Thursday and limited yesterday. Now, of course, injuries have had major impacts on this team so far this year, and that includes on the defensive side of the ball. And some possible good news, though, on that front. Cornerback Kenny Moore, who's been dealing with that hip and shoulder injury, is questionable to play after being a full participant at practice yesterday. And the Colts are missing him and others after allowing nearly 500 yards to the Jaguars last Sunday. But if you ask linebacker Zaire Franklin, these injuries are not a valid excuse.
In the beginning of the season, it'd be beautiful if you always was able to play with what your team looked like on paper, but that's just never the reality of a season. So that's why I think, the mentality of a team, mentality of a locker room shows up. And then the reality of the other team does not care who you don't have out there. They're not going to not run the ball because you don't got DeForest Buckner out there. They're actually going to. So that's on the guys that take his spot to step up and make a play. And that's on, the guys that we depend on to make, just one more play. We don't got Kenny, we don't got Buck. That's a lot of plays that's not out there.
Moving to basketball, the Pacers continued their homestand at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Already 2-0 in this 4-game stand in Indy, and tonight the Blue and Gold playing host to Portland at the Fieldhouse. We pick it up here in the third quarter where Miles Turner and the Pacers came ready to play. Blue and Gold down by just 1. Benedict Mathurin drives in and finds Miles Turner, fakes it and slams it home for the dunk. Pacers take a 1-point lead, and then later it's Benedict Mathurin from straight away, says I'll pull up, and knocks it down. Benny had 24 points, Pacers up by 6, and now the Pacers running away with this one a little bit, now pushing the pace. Mathurin on the fast break, a little out of reach for Tyrese, but that's no problem. Fading away in the corner, he knocks it down, 28 points for Halliburton. Pacers get it done, 121-114. And finally, some soccer. Indy 11 on the road at Detroit City FC. Hunter Solt, look at this, gets up there and makes the save. But keep watching, another one coming here, another save here by Hunter Solt. What a save from the Indy 11 goalkeeper. No one found the back of the net today. Indy and Detroit end in a scoreless draw. But the boys in blue host Birmingham next Saturday. I'm Nick Jepson, and that's all we've got for sports tonight. Thank you so much for joining us, and have a wonderful evening.